Hi, and welcome to Mrs. Fontana's Art Room. Today we are going to make drippy monsters. Here are some of my finished examples. So this is my artsy monster. All monsters have a job, so you have to brainstorm in your head right now. Try to think of what job would your monster have. If you were to create a monster in your brain and bring it to life, what type of job would it have? This one is a schoolgirl monster. Here's my ballerina dancer monster, my singing in the rain monster, and my hairstylist monster. Last but not least, my Walkman workout monster. Okay, so let's get started. The first step we're going to do is write your name on your artwork. So you're going to need a pencil. Grab a pencil and go ahead and just write your name. And class, so I'm going to put one S, just like that. Make sure your name is on it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my hand because I'm ready for the next step. What will happen is my teacher will bring a whole tray of paints over and ask me what colors I want. I get to choose 2 colors. So I'm going to choose colors I think will blend well together when I start to mix them. So I'm going to choose red and yellow. Do you know what happens when you mix red and yellow? Yeah, you're right. When you mix red and yellow, they turn into orange. So when I start to blend my colors by blowing with a straw, I'm going to be creating orange. I'm also doing a science experiment. I'm going to find out if air can move things. When I blow air from my mouth through the straw, I'm wondering, will it be able to move this paint? Let's try. I'm finding that I can't blow down in this area because it's very awkward for me to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my paper in a different direction and see if that will help me be able to achieve that goal. Let's see. I think I have a picture that I like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this over to the drying rack and let it dry. While I'm letting that dry, I'm going to take a new piece of white paper that my teacher has given me, and I'm going to use some colored pencils to sketch out what I think I'm going to be adding to my monster. In order for me to show my monster it has a certain job or is a certain type of monster, I need to draw accessories. So let's think about what accessories we want to do. By brainstorming, by drawing. I use lots of red and lots of yellow and sometimes orange because when they mix, it created orange. So I'm kind of just going to scribble out a design that looks kind of like splatter paint. This is kind of fun to scribble. This is the one project we get to scribble and kind of have fun with your scribbling. Notice where my yellow crosses over the red, I'm creating some orange. So you're gonna notice some cool color mixing techniques happening. Once I have my scribble for my monster, now I'm going to add drawings of the accessories I'm going to add to it. I think that I want to make this monster into a Today I'm going to make a monster that is I'm going to make a police officer monster. So I need to give her a police officer hat. And I think my police officer is going to have blue eyes, so I'm going to color some nice big blue eyes. And I always like to add the little black pupil too in the center. I'm going to make it a nice big smile with lots of shiny teeth because police officers are nice, friendly friends. And this police officer is going to have a nice big blue badge on, kind of like a sheriff badge. And the police officers I know a lot of times wear black boots, so I'm going to give her black boots on her feet. Once I've drawn all my accessories, and maybe I would decide to give my police officer something else too, like a belt. Sometimes they wear belts. And maybe it's gonna be holding over here some tickets to make sure people are being safe on the road. And this is my police officer. So now that I've designed it, I'm done for the day. My next class, my monster will be all dry and ready to add accessories. So now that it's ready to add accessories, I will just take scrap paper and cut out what I need. So I'll start with the face so it's nice and easy. I'm going to cut out 2 circles for the eyes out of blue paper. Look, this is a little magic trick I know. You take paper, fold it, cut your circle. Because I folded it, magic, I just made 2. And they're the exact same size and shape. So now I'm gonna take that and glue it onto a white background because we have white around our eyes. You see? White, then color, then a pupil. Uh-oh, my glue is dying. I need a new one. So I glue this onto my white dot, my white paper. My teacher already gave me some small cut white paper, so that made it easy for me. And then she also gave me some hole punch black dots I like to put in the middle for my pupil. And I'm gonna cut around the white square to make it into more of a circle shape for the eyeball. And since mine's a girl police officer, I'm also going to draw on, once I glue this, I'm gonna draw her some eyelashes. So I think I wanna make this the head. I'm gonna make this the head. So I'll go ahead and glue down my eyeballs. And then I can draw with a Sharpie or a marker some eyelashes. And now I'm going to, out of the pre-cut black small paper, I'm just going to cut a half circle because mine's a friendly monster. Glue that on. And I'm going to fold my white paper. And you guessed it, I'm going to cut out some cut all of these little teeth out so that she can look like a smiley, friendly monster. And I'll just glue some of those teeth up here. If I wanted to make her look like a mean monster, I might make those teeth with sharp fangs or kind of looking scary, but I think mine's a nice police officer, so I'm going to do some nice teeth. And then I'm going to cut out her badge, and she's gonna have this color badge, so I'm gonna do a star. You know what? It's kind of hard to do a star, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw it first and then cut it. That makes it easier to cut out my shape. Good idea, Mrs. Fontana. Once I'm done, I can glue on the side I drew on and no one would ever even knew that I drew it. I'm also gonna cut out some black boots with some more paper. Again, I'm gonna do my trick. I'm gonna do 2 pieces of paper at once so that both boots are kind of the same size. And I will glue those puppies on the feet there. Oop, that's the wrong way. I gotta glue this way because I want the feet to look out. Okay, good. And last but not least, I need a fun hat. Again, I'm gonna draw it first and then cut it out. I also need to draw that ticket because this monster is going to be holding some tickets. And this one's going to be holding a stop sign, because sometimes police officers do the crosswalk. So over here, I'm going to draw a stop sign and color it red. And now you have a monster with your own job you thought of. Thanks for joining me in Mrs. Fontana's art room. Have fun making and creating.